Hey, Aloha. Hey, listen, I know if you're here, that means you're a Mary Kay consultant or you're a director. And actually, today I'm standing here next to the lovely Heather Manahan. Am I saying it right? Manahan?
Manahan Rosas.
Manahan Roses. I nailed that one. Awesome. So, hey, listen, you know what? I know that, first of all, I just want to say this girl's ready to get her car. We're going to talk about that here in a second. But here's something I want you to know about, because I know the struggles of trying to manage your time, trying to manage the product, trying to constantly bug your friends and family, and how much stress that brings you when you're getting ready to make those phone calls and you start getting those sweats, right? And things aren't giving in. Here's the reality. Mary Kay is a great product, great company. There's no doubt about that. But people actually buy in three very specific ways. First way they buy is they actually buy it from people, which means they're going to join you first. The second thing they always buy is they're going to buy a product. And the third thing they're always going to buy is the company. And that's just consumers in general. That's actually how it works. And so the train of thought here is there's a new thing out there, not necessarily new, the World Wide Web. And it's an amazing tool, and how you can actually use that is you can promote yourself first. And if you use an automated system and you learn how to blog and you start learning how to put some of the stuff together, people are going to find you and start resonating with you and your story. The vehicle that you can share with them then is Mary Kay. So, you know what, Heather, would you share a little bit with us about the struggles you have, the good things, the bad things, and all the different, and what having and finding a new system has done for you?
Okay. So my name is Heather, and I started my business 3 years ago. And as I started, I was told to go to my friends, go to my family, and bug them. And I'll tell you, my friends and family sucked. They were horrible, okay?
They're never supportive, right?
No, they weren't. My mom went to my first facial with me, and the girl came to my house, and I fell in love with the product. I had no money, so I joined. Because I was like, I want the product. So I joined. And so after my friends and family sucked, I had to find a new way to come up with more leads and more
Right.
generation. And, after a while, I actually, we're supposed to track our mileage, we get a
Right.
write off. But I tracked my mileage last week, and it took me over 100 miles to go pick up my warm leads. 100 miles in one
Maintenance
day.
on the car, wear and tear on the car, gas,
Yes, and I
time.
drive, my car's a V6, and my truck is a V6, so that is a lot of gas. Another thing that I've had problems with my business is it's a lot of legwork. I'm driving to their house. I'm trying to see if these warm leads that I'm collecting are actually going to buy product. It's not always about buying the product. It's about meeting the people, making connections. But let's be honest. I started Mary Kay to make money, you know?
We all go to work to make money. That's just reality, right?
Exactly. And so when I go to some of these parties and I drive, no lie, 20 miles one way to sell $6, or no, sorry, it was $12, and I made $6 off of that, and then drove 20 minutes back home. That was a 40-minute
Right.
drive for a $6 profit, and I stopped and got a latte.
Plus, you spent gas
Yeah.
and wear and tear on your car.
Mhm.
So how is it finding a system that automates this lead? Because you're absolutely right. We are all in business to make money, so don't kid yourself. Listen, they have a great message. I love their message. But the reality is we go to work to make money because we have to have money in order to pay the bills.
Right.
So how is finding an automated system that creates leads naturally, like getting emails, which turn into eventually sales? How has that made life easier?
So, well, one, I have a blog, and that has brought a lot of people to me because I blog about myself. I also blog about Mary Kay. People are learning more about who I am without me having to go to them and talk to them and
Right.
waste my mileage and my gas and all of this other things that come along with it. But now I have people that are finding me, learning me, and wanting to meet with me then after that. And so I like the way that we can do that via the internet. I mean,
You're
it
talking
just makes
about
us smart.
You're right. You're talking about being found. That's what it's really about. And a little bit of information for you out there. There's a few different forms of what we call some keywords, but there's over 1 million people a month that are looking for Mary Kay online, just so you know. And those people
Every
are,
every day.
right? And they're out there looking for information. And the cool part about it is you can be the conduit, the catalyst that gets them into that by positioning yourself, blogging about the little gifts that we've been given every day, right? And share how it's just so much more fun when somebody calls you and says, hey, I love what you're doing. How do I join? How do I get involved?
And that's funny that you say that because I actually had a girl find me on YouTube, made a video about something, and she joined my team from Florida. And so that's pretty awesome.
That's called using the World Wide Web. You know, if you remember Charlotte's Web, I
Yeah.
might be dating myself, but Charlotte's Web was a great story that we were reading growing up. And one thing that spiders always do, and I don't know, I'm sorry if you don't like spiders, but it's just such a great parable to this. Spider always spins their web, and they spin it in a very specific way, and it's always cool to see in the sunlight and like the dew coming off of it, because they're doing it in a way to catch the food and the things that they're going to obviously save and eat for later. The World Wide Web is no different. People forget the WWW stands for that. It's the World Wide Web. When you throw your web or throw your net out there, what you're doing is you're casting it out for people to find you. We call it be found for profit. And that's exactly what you're utilizing, and you can do the same thing too. That way you can spend the time doing the things you really want to do, which is hanging out with your family, hanging with your friends, right?
Right.
Not driving all around town, not wishing somebody gave you the product back or wondering, are they going to call me back? And if you put it on all these autoresponders and everything, or like YouTube, these are just great tools. So you know what? Do yourself a favor. Click the link below. Subscribe to the channel right there. That's right. Subscribe to the channel, and then get in down below into the descriptions box, and there's going to be a link there. Reach out to me. I would love to share with you how to do that. This will be on Heather's pages where she would love to share with you how to do this. So that way you can spend the time doing the things that you really want to do, which is transforming women's lives out there. Thanks for your time. Make it a great day. Talk to you soon. Aloha. Give them a good Tejas.
Adios, y'all.